All right. I've been wanting to put this video together for a while, but there's been a lot of other things coming up that I've wanted to cover quickly, so I've tried to take my time with this one. Uh, First, thanks everybody that's been watching my videos. I really didn't think there'd be a lot of people checking these things out, but I put a lot of time into them, and I appreciate your support. Uh, this one here, which is still one of the most intriguing to me, uh, from my picture from Tabby when I caught what looked like these planets, I've had a ton of feedback from people that have really appreciated it, and then I've had people come back and say that these are just clouds here. We'll look at the original image. It's right there. What I did, of course, I darkened it, added some contrast, and that's when you could really see here that there's a planet or something here. There's the large one here with what looks like some other moons or other planets around it, and then you can see the sun here. Now, I'm pretty positive these things are not clouds. They're not. I mean, you can tell obviously a round cloud doesn't have the defined edges like this. It's even casting a shadow here onto the clouds. These aren't clouds. That's just crazy. No, what I've done, I've had a lot of people, friends of mine that I've been talking about this with, family, friends of mine online that have been sending me pictures that they've been taking. Also, I wanted to get pictures that I know are authentic. I've been pulling them off of webcams and comparing these things. I've put a lot of hours into it. So I'm going to go through some of those. And then at the end, I'll go through some time lapse off of one of the sky cams in Mexico. And then I'm going to look at the strange lights that are happening at night uh, on the all sky cam that you can see just about every night, no matter which sky cam you look at. So let's just get into this one. First one we're going to look at. This was taken here. My original picture was March 17th. My cousin actually sent me this picture. Uh, she was a skeptic for sure. Uh, as she started looking at some of my stuff, she started looking at the sky. And just like in this picture, where you can either see the second sun or maybe a reflection that the second sun's given off, you can even see it down here in the reflection. I mean, how can a reflection in the water not be really in the sky? That's obviously what that is. She took this picture and she was kind of freaked out because she saw the second same thing, same position down here. You can open this here with just Microsoft Office. Go to something simple like the edit, change the brightness down, and it's pops right out. I mean, a little contrast up, brightness all the way down. That's it. It's the second sun is right there. How are we going to say that is not there? That is not a cloud. That is either the actual second sun or the sun is behind it, reflecting off of it and casting the image of it right here at the bottom. No doubt, that's what it is. Um, I also went through. Here it is again, same picture. I zoomed in a little bit, and then let's see. Let me close this back here. Thought I had that pulled up. Here we go. Open it back up. Now I went, zoomed in on it, put it next to the original picture, and look what we see. Here, the center object with the four around it, and you can look right here. There's the center object. It's got the things around it too. You can also look here at the top and see these couple of orbs, planets, whatever you want to call them. I zoomed in a little too much, I guess, here, but you can see they're up there too. This next picture was sent to me from a really nice lady in Virginia named Eve. Thank you, Eve. Uh, Again, you can zoom in on this picture, which you can. Let me pull this other one back up so we can quick reference it, because that's the easiest one to see. Remember, we've got this one here, one at this part of the sun, one up here, then the 4 planets, and one way over to the side. Now we'll go back to hers. There's the sun, there's the one in the same exact position. The clouds are a little darker here, so it's hard to see for sure, but you can definitely pick out a couple over here, one there. These aren't as definite as the other ones, but just because they're showing up in other pictures, I'm going to say that's what those are. Uh, and then again, the other one's at the top, just like we see over here, right here. Same thing. We'll move on down. This one was actually pretty cool. Uh, my sister actually took this picture, who is a complete non-believer in anything I try to show her about this stuff. She doesn't even know I've got this and using it for this purpose. She took this out fishing one morning uh, and said, "What a beautiful sunrise! It's so gorgeous." Yeah, it is. It is. But she didn't think anything was wrong with this. It's chemtrailed up sky, perfectly normal to her, just like a lot of people. Uh, you can actually, even though the sun is so distorted from the clouds, if you look over here, change the brightness down. This is all I ever do to change these things, guys. Contrast up. Distortion is really bad, but you can actually pick out a little bit of that second light source right there. Also, over to this side, again, let me brighten that back up just a touch. There's some of these 4 moon planet objects that are over here, um, just like the other ones. You can barely make out one right here, but again, they have chemtrailed this thing up so much that it's refracting the light. You cannot really tell what's going on, but you can enough to see that is indeed showing the same stuff. Uh, this one was taken actually yesterday, and look right there what's showing up. The large object. You can actually see the one here at about 2 o'clock. And looks a little familiar, doesn't it? There it is. There it is. Same thing. Uh, Hard to see if there's an extra reflection of the sun, but definitely something strange going on there. Uh, you can see some other little ones here, just like in the other. And it looks like this is not going to be planets, but you can see round reflections. Like there are other objects coming out from behind the sun. They just haven't made it out yet. Uh, you don't have to convince me. I believe these things are getting closer. You can see here from this picture that's taken, yesterday compared to this one that was 3 weeks before. The black object, the dark object here, 3 weeks ago compared to yesterday has gotten bigger. It's getting closer. These are from uh, one of my friends on Facebook, Brett. Thanks, Brett, for sending me these. Uh, these are taken from Australia, South Australia. Don't remember exactly where, but again, the clouds are just not natural clouds. These are chemtrails. He says they are spraying there like crazy. Uh, wouldn't doubt it. They're doing it here. From what I talked to, everybody around the world seeing the same thing. Either the dark line chemtrails, or they'll spray uh, the chemtrails that turn into a fog or a mist that cover the whole sky, which makes it really hazy throughout the day, which is definitely not normal. Um, we're gonna take here and we'll just keep on going. This one is pretty neat. Another one from Brett.